And we are back here on Hillside Live on Rock Racing TV. We had our first course of the day done for our Rock Bouncers, our UTV Bounty, and our youth class. We're getting ready. You hear all the youth class. You can see a few of them behind us getting ready for their awesome start. Everyone did complete the course on the first course of the day, which was super gnarly after Justin Wills, his epic run with a one tire and rim essentially completely missing from the vehicle. That's that's Breon. Wiki. That's okay. He's busy. That's okay.
You want me to switch? Okay. I was on a second ago. There we go. I'm back.
I thought, man, Bree's awful quiet today.
I was on when I put it on, but anyway, it don't matter. We're here now. We are here now. But yeah, like you said, Justin's run, I think we definitely saw a skinny pedal winning run right there. But I don't know. Anything can happen. We're only halfway through the day.
Yeah. Again, it was pretty impressive. Again, for those of you who don't watch, you have to go back and watch the replay. He finished with missing a tire and rim that he broke within 100 feet of the first course. As we watched it roll down the hill, he thought it was a trailing arm.
Is that what he thought?
Yeah, he's like, I thought I broke a trailing arm, but he goes, I felt something back there, and you could hear noises that weren't supposed to be coming from there. And the guy said, you broke a wheel. And he goes, is it safe to go down? And he's like, I don't know, I guess. Go ahead. So he came down the hill, and then there was 4 or 5 guys, including Wade Good, down there just cheering on, come on, go. So
of course they were.
Yeah, which was awesome. Again, backed up a couple times, had some issues with that dirt hill with some big rock ledges. Able to get a finish out of it, came down, got some points on the board, so that's super awesome. Again, Justin's like, I just got to get a finish. That's what he kept thinking in his head, which, again, super awesome.
He got a finish.
Was able to disconnect some of the rear brake system, so got that done. So now he's going to have front brakes for this next course, which is kind of what you need on a hill like this. Front brakes are really important. Again, we'll be going basically the exact same course except backwards.
Okay.
So, again, you're going to see lots of guys. We're out there looking at Cialis this time because that's what we're going to shoot up Viagra coming back down. Again, just making sure everything, because it actually dips down a little bit before you start the hill. So we were all kind of formulating a game plan. I'm going to be first to bounce around the course. So.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, it's a good time.
Oh, good. I'm happy for you.
I got to talk to the guy that draws
excited about that.
Talk to the guys that draw the numbers for that. Maybe I can get it in there.
You mean you're going to have a little conference with yourself?
Yes, and see if we can't fix that process for next time. Like, if we're going to cheat for somebody, at least cheat for myself,
There is no cheating going on.
Yes, that's
Just
true.
To clarify, we are not a bunch of cheaters out here.
Yeah, that's true. I love our youth idea. We came up. Bree had a great youth idea of pulling names in and lining all the.
I did.
Lining all the youth side by sides up and having a shotgun start at finals.
Oh.
I think that would be awesome.
And Dad suggested do a knockout for the youth class.
I like it.
And I think Land Rush start with 10 of our little 170s and 200s out there, battling it out, knockout style.
I think it'd be awesome.
It'd be like bumper cars where they're
really
just all
would.
milling around.
Well, and the thing is, I don't think there'd be any big collisions because they're all packed so tight and they're all the same size.
And they're not going fast enough.
And they're not like 23 horsepower, so it's not like they're really doing crazy stuff with them. So
I think we might really need to hang on to this idea for later in the season.
I think Brantley Havens talked to him a little bit, and he said that he got hung up on a big tree root. There was a big root, like some dead tree roots that were there, and that's what he got hung up on.
Did you talk to Brandon at all?
Brandon Davis?
Yeah, about why he stopped down there?
No, I did talk to him. They were working on a Heckley's buggy. He had thrown a belt. I thought it was a tire they were working on. It was a belt. He had thrown a belt off. So.
On Daniel's or Brandon's?
Daniel had thrown a belt off. Okay. So Brandon was there helping him look at the front. Because Brandon used to own the buggy that Daniel's driving. So they were kind of speculating.
That's true.
They were like what the belt issue was. And they were kind of all, if Timmy was here, Timmy would also be looking at it. So getting Wade out there, get some stuff done.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us on Hillside Live. Make sure you're watching from that Rock Racing TV page so we can see your comments and interact with everybody. Let us know where you're watching from right now. It's a Saturday afternoon.
Yes.
Are you at home? Are you chilling on the couch? Are you catching up on chores or working? I don't know. What is everybody doing on what time is it? 11:30 on a Saturday.
Yeah.
What do you normally do on Saturday afternoons, Matt?
Well, it depends.
When we're not at a race.
I'll say usually I'm racing, but not racing, either in the shop or usually getting Mexican with some buddies. Saturdays are for the boys,
Okay.
Okay, we got word that we have Justin's bouncer with the wheel off. Some footage of that.
We do have Clara Hoback on the line and ready to roll, though.
Okay.
So we'll save that little. That was a little teaser for you guys.
Teaser.
If you didn't see what happened to Justin Wills earlier, well, you'll just have to keep watching. Here's Clara Hoback. Carter Tucker says he's watching from Viagra and Disney, Oklahoma, out on the hill.
I love that.
Again.
I love that when we have people in the crowd viewing.
Keller RC Performance says it's only 9:28 a.m. Where are you located, sir?
Yeah, it's 11:30 here, right?
Somewhere in west of us. Yeah, it's 11:30. We're on Central Time here.
All right, come on, Clara, stay in it, hammer down.
Clara had a 4th place time on course 1. Looks like a few people do not know where the cameras are pointed. Got a little crowd shot there for you.
It's even better when someone sees that they're walking in the camera lane. They're like, oh, and then they move out of the
they
way.
get that deer in the headlights
Yeah,
look. And
that's one of my favorite things to see when you catch people like
one of
off
these days
camera.
we're going to do like the kiss cam like they do at baseball games.
That's a 54.472.
54.472 for Clara Hoback. She's our first driver out on course 2 for the Digging Deeper UTV youth class. But yeah, doing like a random pan of the crowd and do like a kiss cam like they do at basketball games and stuff.
Today'd be a great place for it. We got a packed out house. Yeah.
It would be really awkward and funny.
Yeah.
Ava Garner's on the line. Ava had the fastest time on course 1. Ava, the manager. That is what she calls her little race buggy.
And again, as soon as I heard Clyde on the radio talking to Zach was making announcements. As soon as we're done racing, this is back open to public. So I think we're going to have a bunch of guys come out here and play on it the minute that.
Oh, heck yeah.
The minute that
They're
we're
waiting
done.
for us to get out of here.
Yeah.
So they can all beat their stuff
Yes.
on these hills.
Break their junk like us.
And have fun doing it.
Again, this is Ava Garner out there.
That's a
48.480 from Ava. That is the fastest time currently. Let's see. Janet says, way to go, Matt, on your run. Good luck on your second run. Wendy is watching from Alabama. Go Mad Dog. Well, Madison King Racing. Taylor Giles in Scottsboro, Alabama. Chattanooga. All right, we got everybody spread out. I love it. I love how far the rock racing fandom extends.
I also love when the other countries tune in with us. That's always awesome to see other countries jump in there. And again, it's just neat to see how far the reach is of the off-road community.
Blake Heckley's out on the course now. I believe Blake is our youngest driver in the youth class. She's 5.
5 years old.
Yeah, she's 5.
Out here sending the
side
by side.
Out there. Just bouncing through there, the little bobblehead. Blake might be like the smallest and youngest driver out here, but she has by far the biggest personality.
Yeah,
you spend 30 seconds around her.
She is pretty sassy.
That's a
71.716. We just had 2 times that were a 48.48 and now a 71.71.
Wow. It's crazy to see how close they are.
Interesting. Do we have any guesses on what the fastest time in the youth class is going to be? Right now it's a 48.4. We've got 3 drivers still to go. Gatlin Wills is on the line right now. What do you think is going to be the fastest time, Matt? You think anyone's going to beat that 48?
I don't know. Gatlin. I see Gatlin out there in that Digging Deeper race team. Again, this is the Digging Deeper stock class.
Youth class.
Youth class, I mean.
Stock youth class. Stock and youth.
Yeah, I guess they are. I guess they are stock youth. Yeah, I've it's interesting. Someday when you do have a modified youth class, they'll be out there just sending it.
Go, go, go.
Again,
Carter guesses 46.8, shaving almost 2 seconds off.
so this is kind of a fun fact. We'll be running the exact same course but reverse. So our time is going to get faster or slower now that we run in reverse.
The bouncer class. That is a good question.
We went up Viagra and down
the Valley
Cialis,
class.
and then did the woods. So is that going to be harder? Is Cialis going to be harder, or is Viagra harder?
I think it's going to be faster times.
I think we'll see some faster times.
Five, three,
53.312 for Gatlin Wheels, a very consistent time she's had. She had a 53.9 on her first course, and she put down a 53.3 just now. We still have Dallas Heckley and Brantley Havens to go.
What's up, Jake Pike? Mr. Jake Pike, Mr. Fordzilla himself jumping in there on the live feed.
There's a nice shot of Justin Hoback on the starting line there, and there's Clyde. Clyde Bynum, the fearless leader of the NRRA. And then he just hid behind. There he is. He's saying, man, did you see how fast that kid was? There's Zach.
Yeah.
Did y'all see how fast Ava ran through here? Something like that. Do we have a crowd shot at all, Taylor? Ooh, the drone's getting a battery change. Yeah.
Yeah, it is awesome to watch the drone footage again.
We're so spoiled with it now.
It is. And
It makes such a difference.
I was laughing. Like the first race we had, first couple races we had drones, then we didn't have one. People on the live feed were like screaming mutiny because it makes it such an amazing shot.
Yep.
I think it's even worse that the drone can like fly around you as you're driving through a course. If you have like a couple of little rock ledges you have to slow down for, they'll literally fly around you while you're flying. I'm like, man, come on, guys. Like, you're making this
Or
look
if
easy.
someone rolls over, then the drone goes in.
Yeah, tries like, you okay, buddy?
Checks
You okay?
them out.
They're like giving a thumbs up, upside down.
All right, here we go.
Especially when we do the longer courses now, longer than we used to, several years ago, having that drone to capture the footage really makes a difference. We've got Brantley Havens out on the course now. Brantley raced with us pretty much all of last season.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. Pretty close to it.
He always wears a very distinctive cowboy hat.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
noticeable anywhere you see him.
That is his thing, his look. And there's our drone. Can we name the drone?
We should.
Ronnie.
Ronnie,
Drone.
Ronnie?
Ronnie the drone.
Ronnie the drone. It probably has a name.
Maybe. Ooh, 48.178. That is your new leader in the youth class, Brantley Havens. And that means Ava Garner with a 48.4 is now in second. And then Gatlin Wills with a 53. But we've still got Dallas Heckley on the line. She is going to wrap up our youth class for the day. Jake Pike wants to know who's winning. Which class are you talking about, Jake? Just any of them? All of them? Have you seen anything yet?
Yeah.
How much do we need to
Yes,
fill you in
yes.
here?
That's Dallas Heckley giving it all she's got. Go on, girl. Get it, get it.
Okay, Claire is riding next to her. Riding the
Oh,
shotgun.
that's right. She's got a little co-pilot in there. Claire Hoback.
Go.
Daniel and Jay are yelling at him out here. Come on.
I seen Miles out there like just giving the wave. Come on, let's go.
Pedal down.
Oh, speaking of big interview.
Whoa.
Speaking of big personalities.
Will they even be able to see her?
Probably not, but that's okay.
That's a
52.577 for Dallas Heckley, and that does wrap up our Digging Deeper UTV youth class. Speaking of youth, we've got one of our young drivers up here in the booth. Blake, how's it going?
Good.
What did you think of Dallas's run just now? This is Dallas's sister. This is Daniel Heckley's daughter, Blake Heckley. You raced with us last year, and you raced last weekend at Windrock, too. What's your favorite thing about racing?
I don't know.
You don't know? Now, come on. I told everybody you had a big personality.
Oh, she does.
Where is it? Oh, there it is.
I asked
There
if
it
she,
is right there.
I asked her if she wanted a knuckle sandwich the other night, and she said, "Do you want a knuckle sandwich?"
Yeah, you watch out. She'll probably give you one.
Oh yeah.
What's your favorite song to sing to? I heard you making a little music video over there.
Has
What was the name of
Carolina.
it? What is it?
Has Carolina.
Okay.
Heads Carolina.
I like it. I like it. How old are you?
5.
5 years old. Absolutely incredible. She's just big enough to see through the steering wheel when she drives.
Do you like being out here and cheering everybody else on when they're racing too? When your daddy's racing? Do you cheer for him?
Yeah.
Yeah. You
You-
think he's going to win?
Yeah.
All right.
You guys have a lot of fun when you race?
Yeah.
Who's the person you want to beat the most? Your sister?
Yes.
Yeah. Who's the person you like to race against the most?
My sister.
Your sister. Yeah.
Do you guys ride with each other?
No.
No.
I thought she was riding with you when you were racing.
She was, but she rode with Clara.
She rode with Clara. Clara rode with her when she raced.
Yeah.
Clara Holback.
Mhm.
They have fun together when they race.
Yeah.
Hey, what'd you go do with Cooper Bentley the other night?
Went on the jumpy house.
What did
Yeah.
What did he go get with all you guys? All you
Ice
kids?
cream.
Ice
Yeah.
cream.
Yeah, he said, where'd Cooper go? Oh, he took him to get ice cream and went to jumping house. I'm like, well, that must be nice. I'm like,
Is he your new best friend?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody that takes you to get ice cream
yeah. Make a-
moves up the list, huh? Hey, Daniel. You want to come up here, too?
Here. Look.
What's up, buddy?
Not much.
I
you?
think you're the only one that launched off the ledge. You absolutely just full send in it.
Well, I think Kobe launched it more, but I was just trying to have a smooth run. I didn't want to miss the turn right there, so
Yeah.
I didn't come off as fast as I expected to. But hopefully we have a smooth run here. Fingers crossed. Last weekend it cost me, and I'm hoping to just have a good smooth run and
Stay
finish
out of
the
the
hill and
trees.
stay out of the trees. Yes, there is one tree up there I'm worried about.
Yeah.
But if I get close to it, it's coming down with me.
Just bring it down fast and hard, right?
Yep. So,
Do a belt in the first run?
yeah, well, it frayed it a little bit, so I went and changed the belt, and hopefully we'll finish strong this run.
Okay.
Just like I said, I just want a solid finish here.
Yep.
To
Get
good
some
run,
get
maybe.
some points on the board.
Yep. So
I
that's
said,
what I'm after.
We had everybody finish the first course. So again, do you think Viagra going up Viagra and coming down? Going up Cialis and coming down Viagra is going to be harder or easier than this morning's run?
I don't think it'll be too bad. Besides this little waterfall here, I
Oh,
think
yeah,
this
y'all
is
got
gonna,
to go up the chute.
Yeah.
this
yeah, the
time.
chute's going to be the hardest part here. So
You think?
hopefully I can just get right up that, and I think
Okay.
after that I'll have everything else pretty much wrapped up pretty
Okay.
smooth. So
Hey, what did you think of Matt's run?
good job,
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah, it was a good time.
Good finish. You got to
Yeah.
finish. You
Yeah,
know what I
you
mean?
got to finish. Got some points on the board. That's handy.
So
Again, you think that's going to be the waterfall is going to cause problems for drivers, or
I'm more worried about that than anything else.
Really?
That'll be my. Yeah, I got 2 or 3 things in mind, but
Yeah.
I don't know which one to do. And
yeah, and again, the wheelbase is going to play a big role
Yeah,
there as well
yeah.
because it is kind of offset with a couple big humps before that big ledge. So
and I set a little bit lower, so I want to. I mean, a lot of
Yeah.
these guys set a little bit higher than me,
Yeah.
so they're gonna go up it quicker. But hopefully, I just get a good bounce
Yeah.
and get right up it. So that's the plan.
Again, bring
So-
that front
All right.
axle in, kind of bounce over it, hopefully take care of it.
What do you want to keep talking?
She's like, all right, I got this. There we go.
Brantley's daddy.
All
Dallas,
right.
do you want to come up here?
She said, heck yes.
Maybe y'all can try and share the microphone.
Talk.
Tell everybody what your name is and how old you are.
My name's Dallas. I'm 9.
All right.
You're 9 years old.
And what is your favorite thing about racing?
Winning.
Winning. Wow. Yeah.
Clara wants to talk.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah.
We're
gonna.
you know what? Yeah, y'all step
Yeah.
on up here. We'll just use this like a regular microphone.
Everybody. Let everybody come up
Here, Ava, tell everybody how old you are.
I'm 10 years old, about to turn 11.
All
Okay.
right. And what is your favorite thing about racing?
Also winning.
Also winning. Yep.
Okay, Clara, how old are you?
7.
What's your favorite thing about racing?
Winning.
Winning. I love it.
What's your favorite thing?
Favorite racing.
Oh my goodness. There's some of that personality I was
Yes.
talking
I
about.
got another favorite thing. It's all the people.
Okay, what is it?
Here, let me ask her. So when we come to the races, watch out, honey, you're pulling the wires out. Can you get off of that one?
Here, we'll just. There we go. There we go.
All right, I just lost. There it is. It's back. When you guys come to the races, what's your favorite thing about being out here? Your favorite part of the weekend?
All the people.
All the people.
All the nice people. Everyone, basically.
Just hanging out with everybody?
All the people.
Yeah. Well, let me guess, Claire. What are you going to say? What's your favorite thing about being out here for a race weekend? Even if you're not racing, what's your favorite thing about being out here?
Just watching.
Just watching, hanging out? Yeah. Claire's been collecting rocks. She's a pet rocks. And I don't know what the rest of you have all been doing. You've been collecting rocks too?
Yeah.
making TikToks and collecting rocks. Well, these are the ladies of our Digging Deeper, or some of the ladies. We're missing Gatlin, but of the Digging Deeper UTV youth class. They just wrapped up their racing for the day. I'll give you a quick rundown. Brantley Havens had the fastest time, followed by Ava Garner, and then Dallas Heckley, Gatlin Wheels, Clara Hoback, and Blake Heckley. That was our finish for second course for the youth class. So we are ready to move on to the UTV Bounty class.
All right.
Thank you, girls. Y'all go cheer everybody on, okay?
We'll see you guys.
We've got Dustin Havens racing for Dan Carter on the line right now. There he goes.
Oh, yeah, that'll get it. I'm just joking.
So as Matt was saying, we are running the reverse course of what we did for course 1 for the Bounty and Bouncer class. So they now have to go up the chute, except that Dustin, since he's just collecting some points for Dan, he was just attempting the course. So that's why he didn't continue on up there.
Come on back over here, boy, with the common folk.
Get a great shot. Coming back to the production trailer there. Coming down to his race line and runway there. That's Jack from Delta Drone Works coming in hot.
Casey Howe.
All right, we got Casey Howe on the line.
Driver.
Clock is hot. Here we go.
Casey had second fastest time on course 1.
You're going to have to warm it a little more than that.
Remember, this is the Bounty class, so these guys run the exact same thing as the Bouncers.
Again, wheelbase here I think will play a role because they have several large ledges before that big ledge there.
That heel like it made a pass with your boyfriend.
Again, you can see a low belly there, definitely making a big difference. So we've talked to a couple bouncer guys talking about belly height being, that center point underneath the bouncer. Some are lower versus higher. So I think you'll definitely see that come into play on this first section here. Something broke, is what they're saying.
Unfortunately, I think he's having a mechanical issue with the drivetrain. Let's just pretend like whatever this is went really good and move on to the next one.
Casey raced yesterday in the Cup class, and then he also raced in the knockout race last night and did Hill 1 already for UTV Bounty today. So he's had a full weekend of racing. Looks like something might finally have given out.
I see him pointing down there, and
Going to have someone check it out for him.
Go back in over here.
Looks like we've got Clint Strain on the line.
It's fine. It's fine.
I also love that we have crowds still pouring in. Almost. There we go.
No, I don't know right now. Sorry.
All right, Clint Strain up the chute. Now he's got to come down this wooded section.
Yes. Again,
See if we
kind
can
of
find him.
little bit of a woods course here. Dropping down and then coming in through. Getting lined up. This is a hill called Cialis. It's the hill we came down a little bit ago.
These names.
Yes. That's actual the name.
I think we will
There's
see
like
a
a-
lot of faster times on here.
There's like a 10-pack of drivers right in the center of the course.
A 10-pack.
As soon as he climbed up that, they all just started walking back immediately.
They're like, all right. Saw enough. 74.140. Now that was slower than what Clint did on course 1, the opposite direction. So we'll see if that holds true.
Yeah, again, a lot of those.
Going up the chute
Yes.
is going to slow him down, but going up Cialis is faster than going up.
Yeah,
By
again,
I
having
think.
that large ledge there, I think is definitely going to cause some problems for at least the side-by-side class, and maybe a few of the lower belly bouncers.
DC Thompson.
All right, I'm gonna head over and get ready. We'll see you guys.
Have fun.
All right, we got DC Thompson. DC only knows one way, and that's wide open.
Well, he made that look pretty easy. Busting down through the water at the bottom of Viagra there and through the finish line. Oh, so close. There it is. Had to get through the trees there. That's a 6:9.970 for DC Thompson, and that is the fastest time currently on course 2. This is the UTV Bounty class, and we're at Disney, Oklahoma this weekend. You're watching Hillside Live. This is the second race of the season for the NRRA. Big Meat Run is also going on this weekend out here at Disney, so we've got a great group of spectators. And Madison King is off the line. Madison's had a tough couple weekends. Last weekend at Windrock, and yesterday and earlier today she's having a lot of rollovers. Buggy's just getting tired, laying down. So far, so good for Madison. She's got to go up this section. Oh, Cialis. Oh, don't let out. Oh, that's a tough spot. All right, let's see if she can swing that around and save it. Atta girl.
That's pretty sick. I would have beat a little, I'm going to be honest with you.
All right. There it is for Madison King. 97.736. I believe we've got just one more driver for the UTV Bounty class. Tyler Bradley is going to wrap things up for us. This is Tyler Bradley out on the course. There it is.
Alabama. He's from Alabama. He hit that thing on the road and sent it cousin.
We did have several. We had a couple of DNFs on Hill 1. We had Nathan King not able to compete at all in Bounty today. And then we've had one DNF on Hill 2. So shaking things up a little bit in the Bounty class. We've got a smaller roster of drivers this weekend than we did last weekend at Windrock. Oklahoma's a bit more of a drive for everybody, and having 2 weekends in a row is definitely not easy if you break anything, and trying to fit in all the fixing that needs to be done, all your repairs, probably a couple days at work, and then load up and do it all again. So we appreciate the commitment that we see from all of our drivers. You know what, even if you can only make it to a couple events a year, we are glad to have everybody out with us here, joining in the fun. And Tyler Bradley just straight onto the finish line now. That's a 145.877. That does wrap up our UTV Bounty class. I'll give you a quick rundown. DC Thompson had the fastest time with a 69.9, followed by Clint Strain with a 72.4, Madison King with a 97.7, and Tyler Bradley with a 145.8. And then we did have 2 DNFs. Well, we had DNF from Casey Howell and an attempt at the hill from Dustin Havens to get those points for Dan Carter. So that wraps up the UTV Bounty class, and we will be back shortly to start sending the bouncers off the line, so don't go too far.
What you want, what you want. No matter where your ride takes you. Whether it's a quick trip or a slow climb. Come on. When you choose RCV Performance Axles, you're guaranteed to finish every time.
The Mickey Thompson Premium Mud Terrain is on the road and full of undisputed attitude. The Baja Boss MT. No compromises, ever. We are purpose-built tires for truck and Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. All mud tires are not created equal, and here's the proof. Powerply XD construction, asymmetrical tread design, extreme side biters, and more. Find your tire size today at MickeyThompsonTires.com.
We're back with Matt Holt out on the course. Come on, Matt. There it is. It's going to be a very exciting day for Matt if he is able to complete both courses. And I mean that in the most supportive way. We will all be super excited for him. He's about halfway done here on course 2. He's got to get up Cialis, down Viagra, and onto the finish line. We're glad to have you guys joining us on Hillside Live today. Make sure you're watching from that Rock Racing TV Facebook page, not any of the other pages, in order for us to be able to see your comments and interact with you guys. Come on, Matt, stay in it.
Come on, Matt. There's underprivileged kids in Ethiopia that want you to make this hill. Come on, Matt. Yeah, you know what? Try to go more lefter.
Matt's going to be taking some trees out pretty soon.
Matt, you're in the woods. Come back out on the hill.
Where'd he go? Is he backed up into that tree? Okay. I think he's in the clear.
Don't wait. He's not done.
So we do have a 5-minute timeline. I don't think a time limit. I don't think he's anywhere close to that yet. I really want him to complete this course.
Oh, man. Keep the one on the right down further longer and see what happens. Come on, man. I would love to see you.
Ethan Martin says that Chad is racing for me. Chad, somebody came up and told me that they were correcting me and that Chad Campbell was racing for Ethan Jones. Is he racing for you, Chad Campbell? We need to clear this up once and for all. Too many Ethans out here. Come on, Matt. Oh, what does that sound? Uh-oh. All right, Ethan, copy that. Thanks for clarifying. We got Daryl tuning in from Trinidad and Tobago. Welcome to the show, Daryl. Thanks for watching. This is Matt Holt out on the course right now, giving it everything he's got. He's hiding off in the trees right now. Matt is our very first bouncer on course 2. The fastest time on course 1 was Daniel Heckley. Second was Wade Good, and third was Jay Stewart's on course 1. Matt did come to party today. He's throwing down. He's got Wade Good over there giving him the pep talk. All right, helmets off. All right, Jonathan Shepard now says that Chad Campbell is running for Ethan Jones. Is he running for both of y'all? I don't know what's going on right now. Somebody answer me once and for all. Is Chad Campbell running for Ethan Martin or Ethan Jones? We got to get this straight. In the meantime, we've got Justin Wills back in the line. And speaking of Wills, he's got all 4 of them attached again. That's a good sign. We got a rogue drone in the air. Yeah, we have to get it out of there, otherwise it'll mess up our drone footage. All right, Jonathan says you're the one that set it up, but Ethan Martin literally just commented on here that Chad is racing for him. Are y'all sharing Chad? I don't understand. Taylor, did you have that video of Justin you wanted to show? All right, let's go to that while we take care of this rogue drone. Never mind. video is what Justin accomplished on course 1, and he was still able to finish and get a time. Obviously, he got that replaced and is back in action with all 4 wheels and tires attached. I don't know what's going on with Chad Campbell. Y'all need to pop rock, paper, scissors or something and figure out who he's running for and who's getting those points. Across. He already did this once with only 3 tires, so we know he's going to make it with 4. Modern Barney through the finish line. 81.790. There's a shot of that new Modern Barney reject fab. What? Oh, look at you. Matt's bleeding. Hey, I have Band-Aids. Matt, I have Band-Aids. Y'all stay posted. I am bandaging Matt. Matt. Wipe. This is Cliff Camilla running for Randall Key.
She has a wet wipe.
Oh. So this is Cliff Camilla, and he came down this morning right as we were having our driver's meeting, and I believe he thought he was going to be signing up to do tonight's separate bounty race event, but he was here and he had a bouncer, and I guess we talked him into it. I told him we had several drivers that weren't here that already had their spots paid for and on the list as seasoned drivers, and that he was welcome to race for one of them, so he is getting these points for Randall Key. Uh-oh. Oh, and he's over. That's all right. Still got some points. And he did complete Hill 1.
Whew. Good times.
Yeah, how'd you do that?
A rock came in the cab and just, I felt it and I was like, man, that hurt. And then I was like, but I gotta go. I was giving that buggy everything it had. Wade's like,
we were cheering you on.
Wade was like, you should have aired down more. I was like, oh, you guys aired down? I was like, me and Cooper didn't. He's like, oh, wow, yeah, that's. He's like, I said, what are you running? He's like, I don't know, like 14, 12. I was like, oh, what are you running? 20?
I told you yesterday. I thought 20 sounded like a lot. All right, let's watch that replay real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, he was doing well again. So how did you exactly talk him into racing, Bree?
Well, he was here and he had a bouncer, and I told him his options.
You said, "Hey, the hill's that way."
Yeah, I was like, "You need a fire suit. You need your helmet and your Hans." And he's like, "I have a fire suit, but I don't have a Hans." And
you said
some of the other drivers were like, "No problem, we got you."
We got you.
Yeah. And there he was. He came to party.
Which I feel like that's kind of the mode here.
Me too.
Yeah. It's fine. I feel like that's kind of the mode at the National Rock Racing Association. Like, oh, you're here? Yeah, let's have a good time.
Like, yeah, we'll suit you up and
Again,
help you with all your safety equipment and everything. And
Justin Wills hit it right after me. Came into that like hot and steamy, sliding across it, and still was able to power through it and get it out the top. Again, Justin Wills being the guy who finished on 3 wheels on our first course.
This is Chad Campbell on the line now, and after some debate, we have determined that the points will go to Ethan Jones. Ethan Martin said that there was a little bit of mix-up there, and but with 2 Ethans being on the roster, Chad might have messaged the wrong one. I don't know how that worked out, but Ethan Martin did say go ahead and give those points to Ethan Jones. Very generous of you, Ethan Martin. So this is Chad Campbell running for those Ethan Jones points. I'm still trying to figure out if this is, like Clay Kaysen thought, possibly Dean Licklider's old buggy, which I have not seen since racing at Hawk Pride. Back when Alicia Rukas,
that was a minute ago,
would have borrowed Dean Licklider's buggy and raced it, and we let all the girls do a race. So it's been a hot minute. That's like 10 years. Hot minute.
It's a hot minute. It's funny to think that that's older than almost all of our youth class.
Yeah, it'll make me feel old. Clay and Wade and Kenneth, they're all standing around the other night.
Go, go, go. Right about there is the point, like, you're almost there, but it just won't. You need a little more whoop power, maybe a little less air in the tires.
You needed a little more whoop out.
I did. I'd like to shout out to Haltech. I got a ton of stuff coming in that came in, and we'll be putting that on. There you go, right there. There we go.
Climbing it.
They'll be doing some tuning with my supercharger later this year. We're super stoked to be partnering with Haltech. And really, once you get past that once you can clear the buggy past that first third, that first half, it's pretty much you're smooth sailing. Wow.
I didn't hear it. What's happening? Taylor, can you get that time for us? We need Chad Campbell's time. No, because Jay's revving up over there. We can't hear.
I didn't hear it either.
Nobody knows. I thought it was 115.
All right. We got Jay Stortz and Ford Play taking off the line. Again, making quick works of that waterfall there.
Hey, Taylor, none of us heard that time again, so we'll get that.
Ooh.
Jay with the trees again.
I think you're about to hear this buggy sing. Whoa, go, baby, go! Oh, yeah!
Nice.
Smooth sailing. Oh, drift. Jay drifting through the finish line.
All right, that was a 73.100 for Jay Stortz. We're still working on getting Chad Campbell's time, who is running for Ethan Jones.
And pulling to the line next. 8 up buggy, Colby Wright.
All right, and that time for Ethan Jones was a 115.484.
There we go. Whoa. Colby is getting rowdy in this thing. It's kind of hard that last final turn to drop down from the woods. You can't really see over your buggy, so you have to kind of pause a little bit. Luckily, Justin Wills helped us with. He took some orange paint, painted some trees for our markings. So he was kind enough to do that last night. So we kind of had a game plan going in today.
I think Colby's starting to feel pretty comfortable in this hole.
Go, baby, go, baby, go.
8 up.
Get her done.
On the bright side, Matt, you didn't have to blast through that water at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah.
That's a 77.720 for Colby Wright. Fastest time right now is Jay Stortz with a 73, then followed by Colby with a 77, and Justin Wills with an 81. And then Ethan Jones, Chad Campbell was running for him with a 115. This is Cooper Bentley on the course now, or at the starting line.
Cooper, again like Colby, is feeling real confident in this new buggy. I think Cooper's had his a little bit longer than Colby.
Did Cooper get his at the end of last season?
Yeah, it was, I think, got like right at the very, very end of last season.
Colby
has a new chassis.
Yeah, this is a new one. He's still calling it 8-up, but it's a new. Same scheme and everything on it.
Which is such a beautiful paint scheme. Come on, Cooper. There you go. Launch.
This is a good run going
It
for
was
Cooper.
a great run going.
Until he stopped. What the heck?
Looks like he's trying to back up a little bit.
Did he get lost?
May have a steering issue.
Oh, lost the power steering.
All right, again, he lost a belt, so now he's in manual steering. So he's going to try to line it up down that crevice the best he can, bring it down right through. Again, luckily there's a nice valley. If you get a little cockeyed, it'll push you back in there. So again, try to bring it back down in manual steering mode. That's essentially not a lot of steering mode.
Not much. It's essentially an arm workout.
Yeah. Good news is he only has to come down a hill and go. Oh, man. All right.
All right, Cooper made it down.
Again, Cooper's just trying to limp this to the finish line to get some points.
Man, he had such a good run going.
Had a smoking run going. Almost. He's so close.
Get it lined up there, Cooper.
I love they're like guiding him in. There we go. So close. There we go.
And that's a 174.918 for Cooper Bentley. Had a great run going, but hey, he was still able to finish it. He muscled his way through the finish line.
All right, here we got 3 bouncers left. Again, we have Mr. Wade Good from All Good Racing sitting on the starting line. Again, Jay is our number 1 spot right now. I think Wade's going to try to change that.
Having some more drone issues out here. This is protected airspace.
Yes.
Over the race area.
Well, it can mess with our signal from our cameras.
Only one drone can be the alpha drone.
Yes.
And it's Ronnie.
Yes, Ronnie. Ronnie.
Clyde just put a bounty on this drone that's out here.
please. We got a hundo. Anybody that can scoot the drone down.
Taylor, you want to run one of our interviews? Yeah. Sure. All right, guys, we got a little interview we did with Brandon yesterday. Y'all check this out. As soon as Taylor gets ready.
All right, everybody. Hey, we're here with Brandon Davis from Brandon Davis Racing. And you've been racing a while. This is your 8th season now?
Yeah, it's going on my 8th season. I started out in the UTV, and then the very next year got a rock bouncer, and started doing that.
And this is your 2nd season in Menace, and you're the only IFS chassis. How is that compared to racing a straight axle, and how do you kind of plan to hit things differently?
Yeah, I really like it. It drives more like a UTV, or it reacts like a UTV. And the last couple of years, or the last year, I got a lot of things sorted out in it, and I think I feel good in it. It doesn't like rocks and ledges, which is not good for this weekend, but it does like the wood stuff and the downhills and good sections like
where it
that.
shines.
Yeah, it does.
So your other race vehicle, you drive in the UTV stock and cup class, and that's your Can-Am, and this is your 3rd season racing that in both of those classes as well. That thing has been put through the ringer. How do you hold this together?
My poor Can-Am, but it's unbelievably reliable as long as I don't make a big mistake, hit a tree or something. But it's great, great machine. The wheelbase is good on them. Knock on wood, like last weekend I blew a belt, but I knock on wood, have not had problems.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep running it.
Any changes you plan to make for this year, the 2023 season, or you're just going to keep rocking and rolling?
Really just during the off season, I freshen things up, axles and, the normal stuff, new tires, and trying to just leave things alone. I think a lot of times when you get in there and start, pulling motors and doing things, you can pinch wires and do all sorts of things. So I left things alone this season.
How many times was the motor out of Menace last season?
The motor was out 4 times last season.
Wow.
I did have a bad run of motors, and I feel like I've got that sorted out. So hopefully, unless I do something silly, it'll be a good season. So.
And you said that there, obviously, to do rocks. If you've seen our terrain here, it's pretty rocky. So what's your plan today?
With Menace, you have to, kind of wheelie over everything because it's so low. It's the lowest bouncer, in the class, and you just have to ride over everything, wheelie over everything. So that's the plan. Or jumping. Yeah, you can send it and jump it. So.
I think we need to note too your nickname in the sport. Mr. Consistency, your Captain Consistency. You tend to really hold down that 3rd place spot a lot.
Yeah.
3rd place in bouncer overall last season. 3rd place last weekend at Windrock. How do you feel about that?
I don't know how I fell into that. My very first year racing, I was first and second. And then as I get older and it gets more competitive, I'm slowing down. People are getting faster and faster. And so I've dropped off a place or two.
Hey,
but I'm trying to hold on to it.
You're still pretty consistent on that podium.
Yeah. Even if I don't get 3rd, sometimes I get invited up on the podium just to stand with the guy that got 3rd. So it works out all right.
All right.
Do you have anybody you want to thank or anything else you want everybody to know?
Yeah, I've had quite a few people help me on the Can-Am. G4 Scary with G4 shocks. Phenomenal job. Gear grabber shifters. Scott Goforth hooked me up with some tires and wheels. So, and my smoking hot wife that comes along every weekend.
Drone jack. All right. We're back with Wade Good on the line. We had a little battle drone action.
We have 3 of the best racers, I think, out there getting ready to run. Wade, Brandon, and Daniel are the 3 racers we have left. 3 guys that definitely are chopping for that top spot in the podium.
So, Jack, the drone pilot, just had to go out and, do dogfight aerial battle with some other rogue drone that's out here. And the reason for that is it messes with our feed. We can't have our drone footage if there's other drones in the air. So if you ever come to a race yourself and you're tempted to bring your drone and get some great shots, please don't. It's restricted airspace above the race area.
After you
we will send Ronnie the battle drone out.
Ronnie the battle
to engage.
Ronnie is not a name.
Oh, Wade.
Ronnie is not exactly a name that strikes fear from other battle drones.
Yeah, but drone, Ronnie, you come up with something better than
Wade. Looks like Wade ended up with a flat there. 60.931.
That is definitely your current fastest time. See Brandon Davis pulling up to the line now. Like Matt said, we only have Brandon and then Daniel Heckley left. And I believe we've got somebody breaking the beam for Chris Grigg, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, in my buggy.
In your buggy.
They came and told me a minute ago. It's like, hey, we're going to use your buggy. I'm like, all right, whatever. Keller RC performance. That was cool to see. Yeah, we enjoyed it. The crowd here was loving it.
Clock is hot. Is that your prop for the day?
Yep. Yeah. Very expensive prop. Again, Brandon using that IFS front end to come right over there. Again, he was obviously has an extremely low belly. So we had talked to him a little bit before about what was going to go on again this weekend. We had a great interview with him. Brandon Davis.
I hope you guys enjoyed that interview. We snagged interviews with a couple drivers yesterday and have played them during the live feed. So yesterday I asked if there are any drivers that you would like to see an interview from or any questions that you want asked. So yeah, drop a comment if you want to let us know. We like to change things up a little. As much as we love our sponsors and their awesome commercials, we like to give you guys some of the fun entertaining behind-the-scenes stuff, too.
Yes.
So let us know if there's something specific you want to see. We'll try and get it.
And we had a lot of fun with our interviews. We enjoyed it. I think interviewing the King family at the same time was a lot of fun. Again, Brandon dropping into that ice-cold water, ripping through that finish line.
Ooh. .176 for Brandon Davis. Wade Good's got the fastest time right now with a 60.9.
And I seen Wade and Kenneth coming over there yelling at Brandon, giving him some pointers. Get Jay Stortz over there talking to him.
Right now it's Wade and then Brandon and then Jay Stortz. But we've got Daniel Heckley on the line. He's ready to wrap up the Branding Motorsports Bouncer class for the weekend. Kariana says, talk to Colby Reich about himself and Nate. Yes, that would be a great one. Trent Ratcliffe. Yeah, we'll try and get these guys at Wildcat.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe even after awards today.
Yeah.
If they don't all scatter. Yeah, we could do some group interviews too.
Oh, I could only. I've seen some group podcasts, and it can get really crazy really fast.
You got to pick the right group.
Yes, I could.
Or maybe just 2 or 3.
Yes, it would be fun. I'm just saying it might not be airable.
We need to get Daniel and Jay.
Oh my goodness.
And Brandon or something.
Yeah, because those are 3 that
they all spend a lot of time. They hang out traveling, and they park the RVs next to each other. And all right. Come on, Daniel. Time to beat is 60.9.
Daniel smoking that course. Ooh, there he goes. Again, thanks to our recovery crew out here. We had a couple guys in the top, a couple guys in the bottom. Everybody getting ready for any interesting situations we might have with recovery. So we appreciate all those guys out here. They did a great job. Again, those Tree Woods courses are super tight up there. Again, coming out of that Woods course. Go, baby, go. There we go.
Yes, sir. All right. There he is, coming down hard on the
Ew, sliding through the finish line.
Let's see if he did it. .345. Not enough to unseat Wade Good from the top spot on course 2, but that is a second place time. Let me get you guys a quick rundown since that does wrap up. Oh, hey, look, Matt.
Hey, how's it going?
2 places at once.
Yes, yeah.
Look at that.
Matt Holt 2.0. Matt Holt 2.0 out there. He's just breaking the beam. Again, Chris Griggs. You guys might have recognized him. He had a white Jeep with an orange cage. He's done some racing with us before. He sold it and is in the process of building a bouncer. It's a wide open design chassis. I got to see some spy photos of it. Great
Did
looking.
you send Ronnie in?
No.
To get your spy photo? No. You didn't send Ronnie the battle drone?
Okay. Ronnie just doesn't strike.
You got to come up with something better then if you don't like Ronnie.
Ronnie just doesn't strike fear in the heart of other drones,
well,
okay?
I didn't know he was the fear-striking type of drone until I saw him in battle mode.
Yes.
Anybody got a good name for our drone?
What a great-looking buggy that is. I tell you, just such a...
What, that over there?
Yeah.
Over there?
That one?
That one?
That one right going by us there.
Oh, that thing.
All right.
All right, I'll run down top 5 for course 2 for the bouncer class. Wade Good in the top spot with a 60.9, then Daniel Heckley with a 65, Brandon Davis with a 67, Jay Stortz with a 73, and Colby Reich with a 77. You know what? We only had 2 other drivers, so let's see. Then it would have been Chad Campbell racing for Ethan Jones. Nope, I'm wrong. It would have been Justin Wheels with an 81, would have been your 6th spot. And then Chad Campbell in that 7th spot with a 115. And then Cooper Bentley with a 174. That is course 2 for the Brannick Motorsports Bouncer class. That does wrap up our day of racing, our weekend of racing here in Disney, Oklahoma. There's a lot still going on out here because it is BMR weekend, and there's all this crowd is just about to shift over to different areas of the park. But thank you guys for joining us on Hillside Live for all the racing action this weekend. We will be at Wildcat in Kentucky. Let me get those dates, March 24th through 25th. So we'll take a weekend off, and then we'll be back in Kentucky for that 3rd race at the NRA.
Yeah, and we're going to get out of here because the crowd just announced to we just announced to the crowd that they could come and hit the hill. So all the people behind us are getting ready to come over here and start playing. We're going to do awards, wrap up the show. Again, we appreciate everybody for tuning in today. We're Rock Racing TV. We'll see you guys in like a week and a half, literally.